An NFC South battle right EA Sports. Coming up, the Saints were this close to an NFC champion taking an early test at home against the visiting Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll be back at halftime with a look around the early game.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready.
Season tilt should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun. Cousins looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mack. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Cousins. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that. But you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they'll look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Third and short yardage. Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third. Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
And the arrow was definitely pointing up for him. He was a Pro Bowl in his second season in Minnesota in 2015 before a horrific knee injury in training camp. There weren't many that thought he would actually ever play again. But he doesn't want to just be a feel-good story. He wants to be a starting quarterback in the NFL once again.
Here's Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Over the middle here to Brown. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Now a carry from Mack. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use.
Listen to me.
Throwing, Cousins, and it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Julio Jones, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So out come the Bucs now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing, Bridgewater. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to it?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off.